Good morning. It is day 137, and we have a beautiful sunrise. Look at that over there behind me. And final chapter of Proverbs. Wow. And I thought I had allergies. I might have shared that with y'all, but I think it's a full on summer cold or spring cold, whatever. So, pardon the nasally voice and all that might also come with this. So I'll try to keep it kind of short and sweet today. Proverbs 31, doing things in the right order. Evidently, God really wants me to spend some time with Proverbs 31. And, oh, look, wait a minute. Before we do that, look. Oh, I don't think y'all be able to. There you go. We've got a full moon, too, this morning. Look at that. That's pretty cool. All right, so let's walk. We got to get some movement, get the brain and blood flowing. I had this proverb memorized at once. I spent a lot of my young motherhood with young kids, volunteering in churches, doing Bible studies, led a MOPS group, led a prison ministry group. And that, I've read this so many times, but there is a difference I'm learning between reading the Bible and meditating on it. That's like swallowing your food whole. Your body doesn't know what to do with it, or maybe you just look at your plate. It's like looking at a plate of food, but you're not chewing on it and getting all the nutrients. And then you've considered yourself eating. Well, I spent some time at the table today. Anyway, no shame though, because I didn't know until you don't know until you know. Anyway, and God will get you through the meditating on it. Boy, oh boy. And doing things in the right order. I honed in on, for me, so y'all, I have to apply this to me because I know me. I know my faults. I talked about that the last few days through the help of the Enneagram, although that's all being confirmed with proverbial wisdom. My particular sin that I struggle with most, or characteristic, is I can tend to be a little lazy. But interestingly enough, this doesn't mean just sitting around. It can be lazy, but being busy as a bee, but not doing the things you're supposed to be doing, not doing things in the right order. And then the truly important things, you're like, well, I didn't have time. I don't have the energy. I was so busy over here doing this. And God, in addition to wiring me as a peacemaker, He also wired me as a natural cheerleader. I love people. I love seeing the potential in people. I can see it. I see people and I see their potential. And I'm over there, I just want to help you, help you. I just want to help you. And I see, help you reach your goals. I want to encourage. I'm a natural encourager. I love to just encourage and help, support, all the things, serve. And boy, the church really loves people like me. They will, and anybody does. We love to get encouragement, and we'll take it. But us encouragers, us servants, us helpers, we've got to be really careful because we will do things out of the right order if we don't know any better. If we've never been taught, we'll take a chapter like Proverbs 31 that is just everywhere, and we'll say, oh, this is what it means to be noble. We go around and just help. And we serve and we pour out and we just use all of our energy to do. But there's only one verse in Proverbs 31 about opening, and it says she opens her hands to the poor and helps the needy. One verse. But if those of us that are wired this way, and if we haven't been taught properly, we will have this all out of order. And we will spend a lot of our energy just pouring out and helping others. And then we get to our own homes or our own lives, our own selves, and we're like, I don't have time for this. I don't have time to do all of this. Now, you may be listening to me and you may not identify with this. You may be overdoing, I'm just sharing what God is helping me to learn. And I've shared that, I didn't really grow up knowing how to take care of things. Everything was temporary. We were always on the move, and we didn't pack up our stuff and take it. Like, we sold it. We started over again. I didn't have friends and friendships that I could really nurture and take care of. So I've got a lot of trauma. So a lot of this might make sense that this would be pulled out for me. And then growing up in the church, but not with a real full understanding of what it really meant. And seeing, and it feels good. It feels good to be needed. It feels good to be a help and a support to people. It's very, people like that. And when you're getting your affirmation from that and your worth and your value, you start to think, well, maybe I don't really matter on my own. I only matter if I'm helping somebody. And this is also how I was finding peace. People are happy, So you might do the same thing, but from a little bit different motivation. As far as the Enneagram, 9s and 2s are probably the most susceptible to this, but they are all, like, every person is susceptible to this, depending on, your background and whatnot. But as I was looking at this woman, everything was motivated by her fear. And in the Bible, the word fear of God is used for, like, love and respect. It's a healthy fear. It's not a I'm terrified and I better do this and I'm checking boxes to make sure I'm good enough. It's motivated by peace, love, respect, understanding how things work. And so she was taking care of not only herself, she was taking care of her household, her marriage, her children. And it also never in there says that she does it all. She's got help. She delegates. Like, she's not doing all of this by herself. She's organized. She gets up in the morning and she makes a plan. And then she says, okay, all these things need to get done. You go do this, you go do this, you go do this, I'll do this. She's a leader. And as she has times, her hands are open to helping. But she's getting her own responsibilities and taking care of her own home first. And it happens with consistency and just daily, just getting it done. And I never got this message. I'm getting it now. Even after years of being in the church and being involved in Bible studies and even memorizing this verse or this chapter, I didn't fully get it myself because I couldn't see. Like, I was too in it. I was like serving at the church, volunteering, leading these groups. Like, this was what I thought I was supposed to do as a woman of noble character. And those are good things. But you know what happens when you're over here helping somebody reach their goal and you're helping somebody over here reach their goal and take care of their home and take care of their kids and help them and listen to them and help them about their marriage, and that's your first priority. And I know I'm not alone in this, so that's why I'm talking to you. The rest of you that have know things in the right order, y'all can, tune in tomorrow. But for those of us that are like, have this backwards, and we've got Proverbs 31, if we've got 30 verses on this, and our particular verses are, 20 verses of serve others, serve others, serve others, serve others. With what's left over, do what you can at home for your family. Serve others, serve others, serve. Yeah. So I'm in the process of building this from the ground up and trying to get things in the right order and not feeling selfish about it either. Like, this is where it is so ingrained in me. This is a hard one. It feels selfish to me still to sometimes take care of myself first, take care of my own family first. I tend to want to just give, because, and there's not only a pridefulness in that, there is also a deceit in that, because on the surface, it just looks so pure and innocent. Like, I'm just helping you and I just want to do for you. And really it's for me. If I'm being honest, like, I'm getting a lot out of it. I'm getting my self-worth, my value out of helping you. So I'm really kind of expecting something in return. And I'm also avoiding a lot of my own stuff and using this as an excuse of why my own house isn't in order, my own closet, my own nutrition, my own blah, blah, blah. So I'm totally calling myself out here. I don't like doing this, but I got to be honest. Now, I have sort of turned this train around, but I still have a lot of work to do. I didn't get here overnight. I'm not going to get out of here overnight. It took years of hard work and practice of just serve. And just be happy with the leftovers, and training my family to even be happy with the leftovers. I think this is just how it is. This is just how mom is wired. And literally eating leftovers, which is okay sometimes. Like, it's not all bad. If you are feeling called out here now, you're not alone. And it's not all bad. It's just out of order. It's just too much. There is plenty of opportunity to help. And the best way we can help people is to role model when you do, because there are laws at work here, like we talked about a few days ago. There are laws at work. There's nothing so special about you or me or the people that are kind of role modeling, doing it the right way. They're just doing it in the proper order. They figured it out, and they're doing it with consistency and then reaping a harvest, versus somebody like me. And what I'm kind of in the process of, I'm even getting coached for this. I'm going back to some basics, and just practicing, because I have a lot of natural talents and gifts. You do too. And when you kind of go around kind of scattering them, and then you have some good results over here and good results over there and a little bit over here. I mean, you planted some seeds and some things have grown. It leaves you feeling just feeling lucky, because you haven't done the consistent, do this, and then this will happen, because you haven't practiced and lived that way. You've gotten some good results because you've kind of scattered and oh, well, maybe this is just how life works. We just get lucky sometimes. And no. Yeah, well, yes, you did just get lucky sometimes. But you can have consistent results in different areas of your life with consistent effort, doing things in the right order. And then you can truly help people, not just the surface that leaves you high and dry, but truly helping from a place of overflow and example. Like, people will hear all of your nice words and receive the support and the service, but then when they look at your life and you're like, well, do they really see the real process that really works and the laws that work of planting consistently, watering, time, growing a full harvest, not just a random haphazard. Anyway, I hope I'm making sense. I know it's kind of making sense in my head. And back to the Proverbs 31 woman. She meditated on God's word. She lived from it and did things in the right order. He wants us to be profitable. He wants us to have lots of energy and good brains that make good decisions and have things in the right order. Because from there, we have plenty of opportunity to truly help. And again, we're truly helping by being the example. So people can see, oh, this is how it goes. Anyway, all right. Have a great Tuesday. If you are the servant-hearted person that's pouring, and you need to get things back in the right order, and start taking care of yourself in your own home first, and then helping, I can help you. We can do this together. All right. Bye.